Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where this morning I'm back here at Thorpe Park for my first visit of the 2021 season. The sun is shining, the island like no other is open from 10 AM through until 6 PM today, and I'm looking forward to getting back on some of my favourite rides in the UK, including the Swarm, Stealth and many more. Along with that, in this vlog I'm going to be checking out the various different updates throughout Thorpe Park for the 2021 season, and of course we'll have a little look at the work taking place on Black Mirror Labyrinth, the new attraction that's going to be opening next month here at Thorpe Park. I've arrived here nice and early this morning. Didn't want to make the same mistake as Chessington yesterday, where I was stuck in quite a big queue to get in. My advice for you at the moment, if you come into the theme parks, get here nice and early to avoid queuing as much at the entrance, because you've got to think they've got to do temperature checks, of course check all your tickets, and also security searches as well. So welcome to Thorpe Park. Let's head over around to the entrance plaza and get onto the island like no other. Right then, round here at the entrance plaza then now, where they've actually made a few changes for this year. They put these marquees up now and put the security searches under there. So of course going to be making my way through there shortly. Doesn't seem that busy so far, but like I say, I wanted to get here nice and early to make sure that I avoided the crowds. It's just gone 9 o'clock and of course the ride's open from 9. Over here on the left hand side, they've actually put the Stealth truck, used to be inside the park, down here at the entrance. It's now the THORPE Park Express. Basically it's like little snack carts down here at the entrance. I really like this idea. I wish more parks would do it, especially Alton Towers. I think it'd be nice to have one outside before you actually get into the theme park. But yeah, you got all sorts of different snacks and drinks available down here at the entrance. Anyway, I'm going to get my ticket up, of course make my way down, and we'll get security checked and onto the island. Oh, nice to be back here on the island, and what a lovely day for it. Much warmer than yesterday at Chessington. If you haven't already checked out the vlog though, make sure you watch it, full of all the latest news from Chessington, and of course getting on them new rides down there, Croc Drop and the Blue Barnacle. But yeah, great to be back here at Thorpe Park on a nice sunny day. This park's so much better when the weather's nice, honestly. But yeah, gonna head down through the dome now. I must say, very impressed with the entrance procedures. Yes, they've got a lot of like cattle pen queue lines set up. However, you still want to be getting here early, but you know what, really efficient there with how the security area is set up. I feel like that's the best it's been down there for a few years, so even when it's busy, I imagine that you're going to get through there quicker than you used to. But yeah, let's head through the dome, because they've actually put some changes in here for this year, continuing with the upgrades. And as you can see, enter the gateway to an exhilarating adventure. I love it, all the new signage, looks great. Oh wow, it's very blue in here, isn't it? I feel like I'm walking on the ocean. But yeah, it's really nice actually how they've opened it up in here. Of course, all about giving guests a lot more space because of social distancing. When you look at this now, there's nothing like blocking it. You just walk straight through. Of course, I imagine when Infinity Bar and Kitchen can reopen next month, then maybe they'll put some seating and stuff back in here, and maybe a few other bits. But yeah, of course, at the moment, you can't be inside in these spaces for a long amount of time. But I quite like how open it is actually. Anyway, I'm actually going to head down towards Colossus and Saw the Ride first. They're the rides that normally get really long queues that just don't feel like they move very long, to be honest, or in previous visits. So I'm going to head down there first, and we'll go and try and get on those. Then later on, get on some of my favourites, including Stealth and the Swarm. Oh, I might even do Tidal Wave, you never know. Here we go then, so down here now, starting the day at Saw the Ride. Thought I may as well come down here first, because Saw, the queue really just seemed to not move that much when I come here to Thorpe Park. I normally have bad luck with that, so I thought, let's come down here to Saw the Ride first and get a ride in. So I'm probably about 50, 60 people back in the queue. So yeah, looking forward to getting on this, and of course I'll put in some off-ride footage. First ride of the day, it's Saw. In less than 10 minutes then for my first ride of the day. Saw the Ride here at Thorpe Park. Really good operations on there today. They're getting the train sent out there nice and quick. Now, of course, due to government guidance at the moment about indoor attractions having to be closed, as much as Soar is mostly an outdoor ride, it's got some interior queue line and, of course, the station. So what they're actually doing is batching down at the doors that lead up into the building. So yeah, you're straight up into the station. Really efficient operations on there. And also managed to get a front row on the middle seat, which I'm really pleased about, because that's a nice smooth seat compared to some of the others out there. It wasn't riding too bad, actually. Some of the other seats, especially on the back row, I found it pretty uncomfortable, but to be honest, it wasn't riding too bad at all there, Soar. Anyway, gonna go straight over now to Colossus, try and get on there before it gets too busy. It's not looking too bad at the moment. Well, I must say, so far, it doesn't seem too busy this morning. Colossus is only advertised at 15 minutes so far. I imagine it's probably not that busy in here at the moment because this is the peak coming in time. So many people are probably waiting up there in the queues to actually come into the park. But yeah, gonna head down and have a ride on Colossus. And let's see if the queue time is actually 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have
Waited 25 minutes there then for Colossus. Always great to get back on that coaster. It opened here in 2002, features 10 inversions. A little bit longer wait time than actually advertised on the queue board, but fair play to the member of staff when I was walking down. He said that it was going to be a little bit longer than that and keeping people updated, which is always good to see. And in terms of operations on there, absolutely fantastic. They've got 4 members of staff actually on the station checking the harnesses and getting people sent out really quick on there. Trains constantly going around on the track, so I'm really impressed. It's always great to get on it. Some people say it's rough. I think it was riding really good there. I think the past few years it's been riding a lot better than it was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But yeah, trains constantly going around the track on Colossus, and it was fantastic to get back on there. Yeah, it's only just gone 11 o'clock, done 2 major coasters already. Great start to the day, and I'm really impressed with the operations. Off she goes again. Also with Colossus, same with Soar the Ride, they're actually holding you just outside the station building to avoid you actually all being inside and all kind of huddled together for too long a period of time. So that's really good to see. Anyway, opening on the 21st of May is the Black Mirror Labyrinth, a brand new experience, a walk-through attraction here at Thorpe Park. Looking forward to seeing it. It's not really my cup of tea, I'll be honest, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. We'll be coming down here next month to come and experience it. It's going to be a walk-through attraction, of course, in the building that you can see just behind us. And yeah, they've actually used the Slammer's old queue line as part of the queue line for this. I'm not a big fan of how they've actually kept the Slammer up. I understand it came to the end of its life. However, I wish that the ride was took down. It just looks a bit messy on the skyline, especially around this area of the park. And the fact that, you know, you've got the entrance to the Black Mirror Labyrinth, which does look really good. I like the entrance, but then you've got an old ride that's right there in front of you. I'm not too keen on that. So I would like to see the Slammer fully removed from the park. Now we know it's never going to operate again. But anyway, very impressed so far down here at Thorpe Park. Going to head over towards the other side now. Maybe go and check out Nemesis Inferno, possibly Stealth. Go and see what the queues are like over there. So there's currently an advertised wait time of 70 minutes for Nemesis Inferno, and I'm making my way down here to Stealth, advertised wait time of 60 minutes, so I thought, well, I'll do this first and do Nemesis Inferno later on. What a gorgeous day though down here at Thorpe Park. Glad that I got here nice and early. That's the thing, get here early, you can get a couple of coasters done within the first hour. Of course, 60 minutes for Stealth, I think that's worth it. It's more than adequate for a coaster that goes 0 to 80 miles an hour in 2.3 seconds. So I'm going to go and join the queue for Stealth. Looking forward to this. A good quality intimate accelerator. It's a great ride. it's always great to get back on Stealth here at Thorpe Park. Really enjoyed that ride. Waited 45 minutes, so a little bit less actually than the advertised queue time. But yeah, it actually felt really intense getting back on there. Whoa, here's Tidal Wave, love it. Yeah, it felt really intense, Stealth. Of course, that's probably the most intense ride I've been on this week. And of course, months of not going on roller coasters. To get back on Stealth was absolutely fantastic. And that was a mid-train ride on there as well, not even near the back, where of course it feels even more intense. But anyway, yeah, down here at Tidal Wave, you've just seen it make a splash there. Advertised wait time of 40 minutes for Tidal Wave. It is a busy day here at Thorpe Park, but I'm impressed with operations. It's lunchtime now. I've done 3 major coasters, and I'm not really rushed about, so it's nice to be able to do those. Anyway, just thought I'd show you some of the updates down here now in Amity. So I really do like this themed area. All the buildings around here are fantastic. But they've actually removed quite a large piece of theming for this year. You used to have a large prop where you can kind of see the square where the foundations of it there were. It was like a big sort of gas canister, and a few years ago there used to actually be a fire effect in there, but that's not worked for quite a while. But they still kept the theming item in place. Now, unfortunately, it has gone. However, at least they've replaced it with some theming down here. They put some new traffic lights in there. They're actually powered up as well. Then they've put this boat in down here as well, and also a petrol pump. Now, there is supposed to be a new fire effect down there at the petrol pump, but can't see it in action. I've been here for a little while trying to see it go off, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's working, or I don't know, maybe it's not been turned on yet. I'm really not too sure, but yeah, at least they've replaced that theming. But it is a shame that they've took that out, because I thought it looked really nice, of course, with all the sunken buildings. You've already got the station building that's kind of, you know, like this tidal wave's hit it and it's falling down into the water. Same with the church spire there. So yeah, I do miss that. However, at least they have replaced the theming and put something in place instead. Kind of giving me Jaws vibes, to be honest, with this down here with the boat, and looks like it's abandoned, and yeah, just reminds me of something you can see like in the Jaws films. But yeah, always good to see some more new theming coming in, but it is a shame that they've removed the large prop that was there. Oh, here comes Tidal Wave again. There you go. Oh, I love it. Look, absolutely soaked. Well, I've been waiting around for this fire effect for a while now to try and capture it for you, but it's definitely not on today. I've been around here about 20 minutes, but there definitely is some sort of effect, because as you can see on the left-hand side of the shot just there, there's actually an emergency stop button. So of course that's like the control unit for this fire effect. There you go, you can just see the e-stop there when I zoom in. So there is something. Maybe it's just not turned on yet for the season. I don't know, but when it is, of course, we'll check it out here at Theme Park Worldwide. They've actually painted up the entrance down here at Tidal Wave as well. It looks very vibrant now. I'm not too sure it fits in with the rest of Amity, but it's better than it just rotting away, you know, not getting painted at all. But yeah, you got the blue and yellow on there, but it's nice to see they've kept the wave in red, and of course, all the lighting on there as well, because it always looks really good at night. Right then, let's go and have a look around the rest of the park and get some more updates. Now, of course, due to government guidance at the moment, the indoor attractions here at Thorpe Park do have to remain closed. That's the case with The Walking Dead, the ride, and also Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Now, the guidance is set to change from May the 17th, if all goes to plan. However, these rides won't actually be opening here until May the 21st, so they're just waiting a few extra days, but of course, that'll also be the opening day of the Black Mirror Labyrinth as well. But yeah, let's go and have a little look, actually, outside Darren Brown's Ghost Train and see what's happening around there. Round here at the entrance then to Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Nice clear signage though out the front here, of course informing guests at the park that it's closed because of COVID-19 safety. And then up here on the digital signage, as you can see there, set to open from May the 21st. Now this attraction opened here actually at Thorpe Park back in 2016, so I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what they've done inside here. It was closed last year because of restrictions. I was unsure if it was actually going to ever operate again, to be honest, so I am looking forward to getting back on Darren Brown. It is a good overall experience. It's a VR ride for those of you that have never done it before, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they've made any changes in there. But the finale is fantastic in there. It's just so unreliable, that's the problem with it, so hopefully they might have fixed some of the issues by the time this ride reopens in 2021. But yeah, of course, reopening from the 21st of May, Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Oh, another Thorpe Park classic then here, Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride. Been here since I was a kid. Love the soundtrack on here as well. And I'll tell you what else I'm really liking. The fact they've actually painted up one of the classic Thorpe Park Rangers around here. Look at him, there we go, he's looking great. He was in a bit of a poor state last season. So yeah, he's had a nice repaint. And it's good to see Thorpe Park have kept him in. I tell you what though, I would love to see the Thorpe Park Rangers make a return here. I think it could be fantastic for them, like having the characters around, maybe have a show. Honestly, it could be great, especially if they put some more junior rides in. I think it'd be brilliant to see a return of the Thorpe Park Rangers. But yeah, really nice that Thorpe Park have looked after him. Anyway, I'm going to make my way around now and have a little look at the queue time for Nemesis Inferno, see if it's gone down a little bit. However, looking from here, I still think it's pretty busy. So I tell you what, we're going over to the Swarm Island instead. Go and have a look over there and come back down here and have a ride on Nemesis Inferno later on. So good to get back to Thorpe Park though. Really enjoying it so far today. Very impressed with operations, and the park is busy, but it doesn't feel too overcrowded either in some of the areas, which is great. Don't you just love that B&M roar? Right, let's head over to the Swarm Island and go and have a ride on the Swarm over there. I've missed it, my favourite coaster here at Thorpe Park Resort. Who have we got over here? Who's this?
This is Alfie.
Alfie, hey Alfie. Good to meet you. And who's that?
This is Karen. She's my giant red and yellow fluffy caterpillar, and she's my best friend.
Oh, lovely. How nice. Yeah. Oh, good to see you. Oh, you're right there.
How you doing? What is this contraption?
It's a camera. This is, yeah, vlogging. You know, just.
A camera.
Yeah.
An empire. Well, there can't be a camera because I know cameras do the big puff of smoke when you flash.
Oh.
That was years ago.
Times have moved on a bit since then. Like, you know, times have moved on.
It looks like an eyeball looking at it.
Yeah. Are you going swimming? You got a life vest on?
Yeah, well, you've got to be prepared. You never know when the flood's going to come.
You don't.
Tidal wave here. Got to be ready.
I know. I've heard there's a bit of a tidal wave coming on today. Yeah, like some big splashes. Well, nice to see you. Anyway, I'll see you later. Have a nice day. See you later. Good to see the street theatre out here at Thorpe Park. Love it. Sometimes it's the small things that really make a big difference, and I'm really pleased that they've done this. It's only a simple little thing, but it's so handy to have this. They've actually put a new queue board just here for the Swarm, advertising the wait time, just on the back of the shipping containers here that used to be the containment attraction. But yeah, they put that on there. Of course, before you had to walk all the way down there onto Swarm Island, then of course go down to the entrance to the ride. So yeah, it's a lot more handy now actually having this little board up here. Of course, if you don't want to walk all the way down there and see the queue time. Worth pointing out that you can also get the Thorpe Park app with the queue times on as well. But 85 minutes, it's a long queue. I've not waited that long for the Swarm for a while, but you know what? It's worth it. It's my favourite coaster here. So let's head down there and get in the queue. Well, it seems like the ride's just had some downtime, and they were holding us out the front of the queue line, and then of course it said delayed on the screen, and then they put it up to 35 minutes. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that. Going to be a lot less than I thought. Obviously we're queuing around the back section of the cattle pen, but yeah, all this section just walks straight through. So here we go, yeah, 35 minutes. Good timing that. I'm glad I came here now instead of Inferno.
Adrenaline-fueled day with us on the Island Lane.
It's always great to get back on the Swarm, one of my favourite roller coasters in the country. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I was quite lucky. Like I said, there was a breakdown just before, so they shut the queue line. Then I managed to get straight in. However, when I was waiting, there was actually another temporary stoppage for about 15 minutes, but they soon got it back up again. So in total, waited about 45 minutes, but still not too bad. A lot better than the queue time that I saw advertised before. So, pretty happy about that. Yeah, always great to get back on it. It's a fantastic wing coaster. Still the newest roller coaster here at Thorpe Park. It opened in 2012, and next year it'll be the Swarm's 10th birthday. I remember coming down here on opening day, and what an atmosphere for this ride. It was so nice to see the hype for it and watch the construction and then to ride it. And I'm really hoping we get that buzz again soon here at Thorpe Park. I am really missing the fact that, you know, they've not put in a big new coaster for quite a few years now, or nearly 10 years. So fingers crossed we'll get that opening hype again. And of course, it'll always be great to follow the construction here on Theme Park Worldwide. Whilst I was on there, I noticed there's some more street theatre making their way round, and they're actually down here now towards the Swarm's queue line entrance. So we're going to have a walk back down there, and I don't quite know what they're doing, but let's go and have a look and see. So there's actually some more new street theatre here at Thorpe Park in 2021. Look at these guys over here on the Swarm Island. I'm not quite sure what they're doing though. Doing little bits of dancing, they've got all the equipment there in the middle that they've just rolled in. It's a stereo in the middle, isn't it? Oh, he's getting the stereo now. Oh. I'm really not too sure. Oh, off they go. Really good to see. More street theatre. Brilliant. So I'm having an absolutely awesome day here at Thorpe Park so far. It's wonderful to get back on all the different rides and attractions down here, and shortly I'm going to head over and do some of the flat rides over in the Lost City. Just thought I'd show you that wonderful view across the skyline of Thorpe Park here from up by the dome. It really is wonderful, isn't it? I think sometimes I walk past it too quick, to be honest, because when you come in on a morning, of course, you want to get down to your first ride, and when you're leaving on an evening, sometimes you don't appreciate the absolutely amazing skyline that there is here at Thorpe Park. Of course, the Swarm over there to the right-hand side, flying fish, not really down the skyline, but you know what? You can still see it down there. I absolutely love the view of Stealth, of course, over in the distance, and also Tidal Wave from over here as well. But no, honestly, it's a fantastic park. I've done a future of video during the third lockdown, talking all about what I'd love to see happen in the future here at Thorpe Park. But I really feel like a hyper coaster from B&M or Mack Rise would be absolutely brilliant on the skyline. Can you imagine a hyper coaster running across the back of the park? It would fit in beautifully, wouldn't it? Of course, you can see Nemesis Inferno, Detonator over there, Colossus, saw the ride. Really impressive operations down here today too. And I just thought I'd come up to the dome and have a look in one of the main gift shops. We'll have a look in the other one as well. But yeah, I thought I'd check this one out because it normally gets pretty busy in here. So let's go and have a little look. Here I am then, inside the island shop. Just thought I'd show you these bears. These are cute, aren't they? £12. Got the ride bears. You've got Nemesis Inferno there, Colossus, the Swarm, loads of different bears. They're really nice. Quite like those. Look a lot friendlier than the Wicker Man bear at Alton Towers. Check out the vlog if you've not already seen it. Some of my favourite things what they do actually at the Merlin Parks are these ride resins. Really do like these. £9 for the resins, and I just think they're fantastic. Really nice way to remember some of your favourite rides down at the parks. But yeah, you got Samurai there, flying fish down at the bottom, loads of different resins that they sell here at Thorpe Park. Of course, the mug collection over here as well. Don't notice any new mugs what they've had for this year down there, not from a first look, but of course you got a really nice selection. I like the Thorpe Park Rangers merch. Honestly, Thorpe Park should really bring them back. It could be fantastic. They've repainted him up down by Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride, and of course we've got the retro merch, so it'd be really nice to see the Rangers make a return here to Thorpe Park. But let's have a look around the rest of the shop, see if there's anything else to see new for 2021. Now, I remember going back about 5 years ago and pin badges really not being a big thing at the Merlin Parks. Now they're absolutely huge. It's like Disney now with the pin selections that are available. But I do love the Rangers pin badge set, £16, but you get all them different Thorpe Park Ranger pin badges that are awesome. But you got loads of classic ones here as well. Of course, Thunder River there, Wicked Witch's Haunt there with the dates on, of course, 1994 through until 2000. Do you remember that ride? Like, oh, what a brilliant attraction that used to be here at Thorpe Park. It got destroyed in a fire, unfortunately. Then, of course, you got a lot of the present attractions here. Nemesis Inferno, that's a nice one. Stealth there. Loads of pin badges. I don't really collect them myself, but I know a lot of you love pin badges. 3 for £10 on the pins with those ones as well. You can get a standard pin and a lanyard for £7. Of course, if you get in the pins, you're going to want a lanyard to put them all on. But yeah, loads of pin badges now. Really good to see that, of course, that they've you know, got lots more available. That's quite nice, isn't it? Fridge magnet. World first 10 loops. There you go. That's a nice one, isn't it? For being technical, it's inversions, but I'll let them off. It's only got one loop on the ride, but at least they've pictured that there as the main one. But yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Love it. But yeah, loads of great merchandise. It's always a good time to come up here as well, actually, during the middle of the day, because like I say, it gets really busy, and of course queuing with social distancing and stuff when you're coming up here at the end of the day. But we'll have a look down in the Thorpe Mega Store later on as well. Hashtag Islander. Reminds me of the old train colours for the big one at Blackpool. Nice variety of different clothing down here as well. Of course, Subcore Energy. I am really looking forward actually to getting back on Dan Brown's Ghost Train next month. Like I say, that should be reopening from the 21st of May. Along with that, the Swarm t-shirt. But there's one that's really caught my eye down here that I do really like. And that's this Stealth t-shirt. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. Like the colourway is on there, in fact they've got the train on it, and of course how it blends down the bottom as well. Really like that. Absolutely awesome. But like I say, we'll head down to the other gift shop a little bit later on and go and see what's available. Right, time for some flat rides, I think. Well, no funfair rides down here at Thorpe Park. That's something that I've always loved about here, the amount of flat rides that they've got. Down in this area alone, there's 4 all next to each other. And you know what? It's fantastic to get back down here and of course can get on some of these flats. So I'm going to go and have a few rides on them. Of course, Quantum, 35 minutes, quite a long wait, but you know what? I'm going to go and have a ride on there and also do Vortex down here as well. Probably going to leave Rush today. That's got quite a big queue unless it dies off later on. And Zodiac, I've got Enterprise up at Alton Towers, so I can give that one a miss, but I do like doing these two when I come down here. Definitely Quantum's always worth getting on, and Vortex as well, the KMG that's just over on that side. So yeah, it's always great down here at Thorpe Park. Hopefully Alton Towers will realise how important flat rides are now, because of course these down here at Thorpe Park have always got queues. Right, let's go and have some rides and I'll put in some off-ride footage. Just over an hour to do both of those. Always good to come down here to Thorpe Park and get on some flat rides. Like I say, that's something that Thorpe Park have always done so much better than Alton Towers in my opinion. Filler rides are so important in a park. They really help spread the crowds out, and even more so with COVID-19. It's really important to have more rides around to spread out the crowds. But they're really impressed. Like I say, it took just over an hour to do those, so not too bad at all. Anyway, just thought I'd show you this marquee, what they've actually set up down here. This is quite nice. Of course, it's got heating under there, it's got lighting, loads of benches as well. Perfect for just sitting there having your own food, or of course buying some food here from Thorpe Park. But really nice to see that they've done that. Of course, because of COVID-19 and the restrictions at the moment on eating inside and sitting in indoor areas, it's really good that they've done that, and I hope they keep it throughout the year, to be honest. More undercover seating outside like that is always great in a theme park, in my opinion. Anyway, gonna head down now to have a little look over at Detonator, Nemesis Inferno. Might wait for Inferno for my last ride, I'm not too sure yet. Might join the queue at the end of the day, or if it's a little bit quieter this afternoon, I might get in there. Along with that as well, have a look over at Rumba Rapids, see if there's any updates around there, and probably try and have a ride on Samurai as well. So yeah, we'll walk around this way and go and have a look and see if there's any more updates to share with you all.
Instructions at all times.
Well, it seems like Rush is having a few technical issues at the moment. The ride stopped and they completely evacuated the queue line. But I just thought I'd mention down here that they've actually cleared quite a lot of the trees and landscaping around here. It's all been cut really far back, and actually it's enhanced the area a lot more in my opinion, because you can see the ride a lot better from an off-ride perspective. Normally I'm not a big fan of when they chop things back too much because it kind of ruins the look sometimes of the areas, but with this I think it's an exception. It's actually really improved it around here, and you can see the ride a lot better. Fingers crossed might get a ride on Rush later, you never know. I mean, it seems like the engineering team are over there now working on it. But yeah, I'm really impressed actually with all these changes down here at Thorpe Park. Little things like the TLC and cutting back the trees here so it opens it up a little bit. They've also put a lot of new speakers in throughout the park as well, which is always really good to hear. So yeah, really impressed with what I'm seeing down here at Thorpe Park today. Gonna make my way now back down over to Samurai, go and have a little look over there. Absolutely love just watching Samurai. It's such a great ride in a brilliant position as well. Of course, we saw the ride just behind it. Brilliant visuals of the two rides together. Quite a big queue though, so I'm going to give it a miss for now. If it quietens down later on, I'll have a ride, but don't know if I'm going to get time. So if not, I can always do it next time we come down here to Thorpe Park. Just thought I'd mention though, of course, with Thorpe Park, it is mostly a park for thrill seekers. However, down here in Old Town, you've actually got 3 family rides. You've got the Rocky Express, which is a spinning ride in the middle. You've got Lumber Jump, which is like a little frog hopper, and then along with that as well, you got the Timber Tugboat, which is a rocking tug. So if you are coming here as a family and you've got little ones coming to Thorpe Park, this is the area to bring them. Don't get me wrong, you've got a few other bits around the park, like you've got the wonderful beach where you can chill out down there, you've got the water slides and the pools, along with that Mr. Monkey's banana ride. So there's a few other bits for the little ones, but the main focus really is down here in Old Town. So if you are coming as a family to Thorpe Park, check out this area. Don't often mention that because of course thrill-seeking rides are what the park's more about, but it's always worth mentioning, especially with a lot of families watching the channel. There is still a few things here for families, but of course nowhere near as many family rides as Alton Towers, Legoland Windsor or Chessington World of Adventures. So Thorpe Park have actually updated the design of the map for this year, and I am absolutely loving this. It's actually one of my favourite park maps out of any theme park in the UK now. I think they've done a really good job of this. I mean, look at the details there of the roller coasters. The layouts are pretty much perfect. All the colour schemes on there are right. This is a fantastic map, very similar actually to the app. I would love to see Alton Towers have this style of map, Legoland Windsor, Chessington, and more parks, to be honest. A nice realistic map. I mean, look at that, like there's no kind of rides the wrong way round. Everything's done from a nice aerial view. When you look over here at Stealth, you know, it's like looking straight down, like you're up there in a helicopter facing downwards towards it. I really like that. Like, what a fantastic map design. You can see all of the details on there. Of course, the swarm up there, even splitting it off, you know, so people can see that it's on its own little island, that it's not connected down here to Stealth. So many people in the past have thought that you could go to Stealth and walk round to the swarm. That is a fantastic map. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of is they've actually removed all mention of the themed areas, like I've been talking about them today, you know, like Old Town, Lost City. They've actually moved them off the map, but overall the design of it is fantastic, so realistic, and hopefully now people won't be getting as lost going around the park, because believe it or not, it might be a small park, but people do get lost at Thorpe Park. The amount of questions that you hear people asking how to get to places, and most of the time people saying, how do you get from Stealth to the swarm? Well, that makes it nice and clear that you have to go round past the flying fish. What a brilliant map. Alton Towers, come on, let's see you up your game. I'd love to see that map at Alton Towers, I really would. off-ride footage there of Rumba Rapids and some of the other flat rides in operation here at Thorpe Park. Anyway, made my way now down to the Thorpe Mega Store. Let's go and have a look inside as if there's any different merchandise in here. So the shop here has had quite a bit of a rework over winter. They've put this new unit in the middle with the lighting round. Looks really nice actually, very sleek. Big push on the bears for this year, £12. Of course we saw them up on the other shop as well. Yeah, loads of different bears available. Yeah, shop looks quite nice actually, a lot more open in here, of course, again to spread people about a lot more. Of course, Thorpe Park do have the accommodation, the Thorpe Shark cabins. They've got all merchandise for them here as well. Get your beach towels, t-shirts, mugs down here. Yeah, this looks great, doesn't it? Got a bit of a rustic feel as well, and then the lighting's really sleek. I like that. Wonder if it can change colour at like Fright Nights and stuff, do different things with it. Doesn't seem to be that much different stuff down here, to be honest. Seems very similar. We've got a bit more clothing over here though, but yeah, I reckon a lot of these are yeah, look like they're pretty much the same from up in the other shop, to be honest, but I'm loving that stealth top. And I quite like this Colossus hoodie as well. It's nice, isn't it? There you go. Can you conquer the 10 loops? Not quite 10 loops, only 10 inversions. Well, there you go. It's a little look inside the mega store. Yeah, not loads different to up at the other one, really.
Your attention on the ride, please.
Love the interaction there on Detonator, playing all the different announcements and holding them at the top there for different amounts of time. Really good to see. And of course, that's something that really makes Thorpe Park. I am really impressed down here today. Yes, the park's busy, but you know what? I've had a great day. It's been so nice to get back. I feel like the operations on the coasters have been really good today. Some of the best operations I've probably ever seen at Thorpe Park, so I am really impressed. But it is coming towards the end of my day. Got time to maybe do a couple more rides. I'm hoping to get on Nemesis Inferno for my last ride of the day. So I'm going to get a bit of tea. I'm going to go and have a KFC, I think, and then maybe go and do the Swarm again. Possibly time for another flat ride, and then get in the queue for Nemesis Inferno. But yeah, it's been a fantastic day. Looking forward to getting on here, so I'll put in a bit of off-ride footage for you of Nemesis Inferno in action. But I'm really pleased. It means that I got on all the big coasters down here at Thorpe Park today, a few flat rides, and soaked up the atmosphere. What a great day. Lots of off-ride footage there from Nemesis Inferno. Join the queue right at ride close, only waiting about 20 minutes. That's the beauty. If you do come here on a busy day, save the ride that you think is going to have the biggest queue right until the end. And remember, at ride close, which today was 6 o'clock, it's the entrance to the queue line that closes at that time and not the ride that stops running round. So yeah, of course then as well, you've not got the fast track coming up, and yeah, you get on a lot quicker. But you know what, I'm really impressed with Thorpe Park today. Beautiful day, the sun's just going down now, and you know what, it's been absolutely wonderful to get back. Had lots of rides in that gap. I had about an hour doing some other rides. I actually went back on Stealth and the Swarm, so I've had 2 rides on them. Great to get back on Colossus. Saw the ride, was sat in my best seat on there, so it wasn't too rough. Done a few flat rides and just captured the ambience here. It's been really good today. It's been busy, but it's not been too overcrowded. It's been a good day, really enjoyed it, and the operations have been fantastic. I'm really liking some of the street theatre, what they've got, improved audio throughout the park, more speakers around, and just the general vibe drive has been great today. The operation has been fantastic, but definitely you want to be getting here early on the morning. I mentioned earlier about how, of course, you get like some big queues down here at the entrance. You've got like lots of cattle pen queue kind of all set up round here. So arrive early, get in the park, and then you'll get on your first ride nice and early. But it's been absolutely wonderful to get back to Thorpe Park. Me and Charlotte will definitely be back at some point soon as well. I'm sure that you've missed Charlotte in these couple of vlogs. One more tomorrow where it's just going to be me, and then Charlotte will be back. But tomorrow I'm actually heading to Legoland Windsor. Bit of a change of plan this week. We was going to be heading to Fantasy Island, but we know there's actually a couple of rides there what are closed now that weren't originally going to be. So changed the plans a little bit, but yeah, going to be heading tomorrow to Legoland Windsor and checking out the Mythica construction and getting on some rides there. And then following on from that, going to be at Drayton Manor with Charlotte. So that'll be the vlog following that one. But thank you very much for joining me, Sean Sandbrook, here on Theme Park Worldwide. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you all in tomorrow's vlog.